morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hobart Real Tennis Club for the semi-final singles day here of the Australian Open. We have some cracking matches lined up for you. We'll have both the women's singles and men's singles semi-finals in an interleafed pattern. Starting with the women's singles, Claire Fahey and Josie Tan. Have a look at Josie, 33 years of age, world ranking number 10, hoping to play in the Ladies World Championships at Newport this year. Handicap of 34.8, currently the number one amateur in Australia. Debatable where Kate Leeming sits in that, as she doesn't play much singles at all. So I think her handicap is not quite as good as Kate's, which does make her the number one player in Australia. Won the Australian Women's Open in 2022. Probably one of the highlights of her career, and has nailed down lock on the Australian Amateur Women's Championship. She played against Jacqueline Sue yesterday, won it 6-love, 6-love in her quarter-final match. And a fairly good recent run of form. Played Claire in the US Women's Open final back in Tuxedo last year. At this tournament, she's reached the final on 2 occasions, winning it in 2022 and losing it in 2023 to Saskia Bollerman. Her opponent today is the professional from the Oratory School, Claire Fahey. Claire Fahey won the Women's World Championships on, I believe it's 7 occasions. This is her Open career highlights here. Made the Australian Open quarter-final of the Open draw last year. Her first ever quarter-final appearance. Lost in the Open of this year's event to Lewis Williams in 4 sets, and made the round of 16 at the British Open recently. To be her first match of the women's event. She received a bye through the quarterfinals yesterday, as there are only 7 entrants. Has won this tournament last year here in Hobart against Leah, and then missed 3 events between 2020 and 2023. Won the 4 before that. Coming into this event as 2024 Grand Slam champion, winning all 4 events on the calendar. These two have played on 2 previous occasions, both in Tuxedo, though through very different tournaments. Most recently last year at the US Women's Open, was, unfortunately to say, not the strongest draw they've had there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Only 2 of the
Welcome
top 10
to
players
singles
appearing.
semi-final day at the Hobart Real Tennis Club. Women's Australian Open 2025 semi-final. This is a best of 3 6-game set match. At the service end from the Royal Melbourne Tennis Club with Josie Tan. And shortly at the receiving end, from the Oratory School, the number 1 seed, Claire Fahey.
Marcus Day will be Nicholas Rook, tournament director, getting his introductions in early before the players have reached their assigned ends. So we have Josie Tan to serve first.
Good luck, everyone.
We'll expect some left-handed railroads coming your way. Probably not the serve that Josie wanted to start with. High onto that back penthouse.
Chase, better than 5 yards, 2 chases.
Again, 2 serves that Josie would rather forget there. Just getting a bit long onto that back penthouse, just a bit too easy for a world champion like Claire to deal with. She gets 2 very early chases and will come down the service end. Now Claire tends not to serve railroad, so we wouldn't expect to see
first chase worse than 2 yards.
any of those from her today. Much more happy with Demi Piquet's and sidewall type serves.
Lost it. Bill 3. 15 love. Second chase better than 5 yards. All. $30, 15.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Josie. Just trying to read it off the back wall. That bando really kicked out at her. Just caught her in the back of the ankle.
Sorry, thank you.
Target for Josie here is to try and improve on her score from the World Championship, US Open final from last year. Get the game on the board. Not easy when there's about 30 handicap points difference between the players.
You receive the leads 40-30. Chase better than 3 yards.
Safely leave that alone. Goes to Juice in the first game. Josie with the serve. Opportunity here now to get on the board.
Advantage.
Game point to Josie. was within in inches there of taking the first game. Just shot from Claire up between the windows. Back to Deuce. Very good tight serve. Jamming Claire up against the wall. Does well to get enough racket on it.
Advantage, contest.
Claire just hasn't quite found a good rhythm into this match yet. I suspect that she will. But in recent times there's been something of a slow starter. Not a reputation she'll like to have. We've seen it at recent French Opens especially, which has taken her a little bit to get into the match. Less than 2 the chase now. Tracy turning on that short serve. Well, seeing at the end of that game, something of the nagging line and length of Claire Fahey. He does not put any loose serves in. Both players acknowledging the rally there.
Second in gallery.
It's a great pickup.
Yeah, much of this first game, seeing Claire with that demi-piqué. She's getting a really good length on it. Ball coming so close to clipping on its way back down off the side wall. That's really causing the left-handed tan lots of trouble. Very hesitant to come in and try and volley it. Just putting it on her back foot, really. And there we're seeing one of Claire's other great strengths in just playing that perfectly weighted ball into the corners. We always see when we have the stats at the end of each set, Claire's average chase length is always very short numbered chases, often around 3 and 4. Doesn't need to go for the galleries because she can always reliably hit that floor chase into the corner.
Chase.
Can safely leave that go.
Again, 2 games to love.
JC knew it was
Love.
always a bit of a challenge for that to stay in.
15 love.
Okay.
15 all.
I don't mind Josie looking for that main ball there.
30-15.
Doesn't need to be hard hit. It's just more of a drive, a backhand drive at the main ball off the return of serve. It's particularly hard for Claire to read. It's not really one of her strong suits in the game.
30 all.
The one that late bounce puts Claire under pressure. The late hit off main ball puts Claire under pressure to have to try and read it. It's not easy to read here in Hobart.
Game. 3 games to love.
Keep out.
That volley from Claire's isn't really her strongest stroke.
Well done.
15 love.
Come on, stick out. Come on. Yeah.
That's just class from Fahey.
Lost the game. Good shot.
Great shot just over the low part of the net. Very hard for Josie to deal with. Josie's really struggling to find any kind of rhythm here now. 22 points to 9 so far. Very frustrating. Feels like none of your plans are working. And then you're coming up against serves like that. What can you do, really? Great shot from Josie stepping into volley. First time she's really done that.
Volley.
Like something she has to do a little bit more of.
you practiced. Come on.
That brings up the first set point to Claire Fahey. Second set point. And that'll do it. Claire Fahey takes the first set. Really, after that first game, just dominated the whole time. Hardly even Josie a serve.
That's it, 1 yard, thank you. That's great. Love. Dirty love.
Frustration really starting to show from Josie now. She's played well, but just hasn't been of the calibre of the world champion. So that first set taking just 15 minutes. The one opening in it to Josie Tan, that's not too surprising. Claire's not known as an openings hitter. 11.1 for the Australian to the Brits 27. But those points served, just 8 in the set to Tan. Really struggling to find any chases. Oh, Fahey hitting every second ball from that hazard end into a chase. Which is quite remarkable, really.
Forty love. Receiver leads. Chases hazard. 1 yard hazard.
That'll do on the hazard chase.
Game. 1 love.
They finds the gallery's first game of the second set.
Gallery 2 chase.
See there, Claire, as soon as she's spending any time down that hazard end, she's immediately getting chases and coming straight back down here again. One thing with the court here in Hobart, the galleries are quite small, so it's been hard for Josie to hit those. Not that Claire's really given her anything on the serve to be able to do so.
Score is 15 all. First chase is better than 1 yard. Better than 1. Chase, yard worse than the last gallery. Chase, a yard worse than the last gallery.
So coming through into this second game now, Fahey still looking very dominant in this match. Chance here though for Tan, got the service end again, and a better than 3 chase, needs to throw in a couple of good serves here.
Receiver leads 40-30.
This might be one of her best remaining chances to improve on that US Open final scoreline.
Better than 3.
Still hasn't really found that serve. Been looking for it all day. We'll go again. But Fahey is just too good on that return.
2 games to love. Love all. Better than 3 yards. Love.
Tan must be thinking, what on earth can she do here? Fahey just able to put the ball into that corner at will. Even though it is Tan's forehand corner. Just that line from Fahey has been absolutely amazing. Getting the ball to slide along that service wall. Tan's not really sure if it's going to hit against that battery wall and come out, or if it's going to slide back down along it. Very hard to read here at Hobart.
Love. First chase, better than 3 yards. Better than 3.
It's another drag serve from Claire. serve that she's added to her game more and more recently.
15 all, second chase better than 6 yards.
Come on.
They're going that lawn tennis style serve, getting the wrong way spin.
30-15.
Serve we've seen Rob hit plenty of times this week. Going for it again. Well done by Fahey. Looked like she was going to come around that ball and hit it towards the winning gallery, but calmly placing it under the grill, got hand caught off guard. Back to a drag.
Rachel.
Okay. 3 games to love. Lovell. Love.
Here, come on.
Ready, love?
Two chases there from 10, and the first time we've seen her hit those in this match. Replay from Claire. As calmly as you like. Amazing how often that she finds the ball in that centre of her racket as well. Everything's always so clean from her.
Server leads 30 love. 2 chases better than
Chance
5.
here now for 10.
And the last
Very
gallery.
love lead. 2 chases. Not best chases, but still
First chase better than 5 yards.
definitely defendable. Needs to find a serve. Hasn't really found it so far this match.
Better than 5 yards.
Shot.
40 loves. Second chase, the last gallery.
And down takes the game. She can't quite believe it. Australian crowd very happy for
1
her.
game to 3. Lovell.
Claire's probably not disappointed in it either.
Better than 3 yards.
All smiles there from
No
Fahey. She
strokes.
knows what it's like.
Oh, not again. 15 love. Two chases.
No, not really. We talked. We've talked before about actually. So, yeah, that was.
Just a reminder, we will have 3 further matches for you today, the men's 2 semi-finals and the women's semi-final from the bottom half of the draw. And they will all be immediately following on from the previous matches, so we'll play with no breaks to the schedule today.
Both chases are better than 3
As
yards.
there is a big tournament dinner that we have to get to tonight at the Royal
better than
Hobart
3.
Yacht Club. So can't have the matches running on. That serve from Fahey kicked wildly.
Time, please. You're over that ball, Jason.
Can be a really good serve here at
15
Hobart
all.
because the ball just kicks off that back wall a lot.
Second chase, better than 3 yards.
Don't see it served too much anywhere else in the world, but yeah, Claire goes for it again. Tan was ready for it that time. Just taking a step back in
30-15.
Stance to play it.
Come on.
30 all. $40-30. As a chase, half yard, 40-30.
When Josie looks back on this match, I know she will. Hello, Josie. I don't think she's got too much to be disappointed with. Yes, there's a lot of lessons to take away from it and a lot to work on. But she has handled herself quite well and has had to make Claire work for it at times and been doing a lot of the right things and putting the ball in a lot of the right places. But just Claire's shot quality is just unbelievable.
40-30, receiver lead. Hazard, better than half a yard. Hazard.
Which means that Josie just has to play some of the best tennis that she's ever played in order to get points in games.
One fault.
Still struggling to find that railroad serve though. And that's just what you're going to get when you play Claire. That line is just so accurate.
Right. 15 love. Nice. 5 yards.
And even that must feel unfair.
15 love.
They're just putting the ball on the racket there. Getting a really good volley out of it. Didn't have to hit through it, just had to middle it in those strings.
15 all.
Stayed in between the windows. about hitting the last gallery, but three very good gets by the Australian. Have a look at that again. Doing really well to read the ball into the corners, just then the ball gets to the back wall, keeping it in play. That one especially with the flat racket face. And then with the open racket face, just trying to hang on. Can't quite do it in the end with the ball into the last gallery.
Score is 15 all. First chase is 5 yards. 5 yards. Is the second gallery.
Claire now just one game away from another Open final. Fahey has never lost a match at the Australian Open, and that does not change today as she takes down Josie Tan at 6-love, 6-1. Commendable performance by the Australian, but just too strong from the world champion. Let's have a look at the match stats. 34 minutes for the match. And that chase is laid stat from Josie too low to be competitive, 11%. So we had the final few points come into this graphic. 50 points to 21, that's not too terrible. Basically 2/3 of the points, but Josie just did not see enough of the service end during that match. Well, we will be back with you shortly for the first of today's men's semi-finals between Kieran Booth and Ben Taylor Matthews. Until then, my name has been Ben Gatenbeek. Goodbye.
Thank you for a second at scoreboard. Change weight.
Did I?
Yeah, early on you were doing higher reps.
She wasn't mitigating me.
It's just
I
like,
had to volley.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too flat.
Yeah, I need to watch that because I just, I don't know. Yeah.